Arsenal's Emirates Stadium is turning into a fortress, 4 wins and a draw in their last 5 Premier League outings. White still plays in his own unique way, not as technical nor as fast as #Timber, always looking leisurely but still very determined. My feeling is that if RB was White, then RW would feel easier to play, because White is very skillful in off-ball and RW always has more space to play.
Former Arsenal winger Theo Walcott says Mikel Merino will play ahead of Victor Gyökeres. I think Merino, more trusted in the big games. I think he's a player that you know what you're going to get, you know exactly the kind of game he's going to face, and he's got so much more experience in these games. I think Gyökeres will be more of an impact player in the big games. He trusts him, Merino, a lot more, and I think it'll do Gyökeres a lot of good. He can learn a lot from what Merino does.
Arsenal injury update. Declan Rice. Return date, unknown. Christian Mosquera. Return date, unknown. William Saliba. Expected return, December 6 versus Aston Villa, A. Leandro Trossard. Expected return, December 6 versus Aston Villa, A. Gabriel Magalhaes. Expected return, December 2025. Kai Havertz. Expected return, December 2025. Arsenal's injury crisis deepens. Mosquera forced off against Bees. Arsenal's defensive injury crisis has deepened as Christian Mosquera became the club's latest defender to suffer an injury after William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. The 21-year-old centre-back was forced off the pitch against Brentford in the first half after picking up a knock. Despite yet another fitness setback, Mikel Arteta's side secured all 3 points as they registered a 2-0 win at home. DZ, Kenan Yıldız's renewal talks with Juventus have stalled. His camp is pushing for a major salary increase, from about €1.7 million per year to nearly €5-6 m/year. Juventus are reluctant so far, causing a tension that top clubs are watching closely. Sources say Arsenal have made contact with his entourage to understand his wage demands. Possibility of a transfer in 2026. Juventus stance on negotiations. Reports repeatedly list his ask at €6-7 m/year, which is driving interest across Europe, especially from Arsenal eyes. Yıldız is seen as one of Juventus' most valuable young attackers, capable of playing across the front line. Contract disputes like this often push clubs to sell rather than risk losing players for cheaper later. Arsenal going for Yıldız? Huge if true. Juve need to pay him, simple. €6 m a year for that talent? Honestly fair.
Some games are just meant to get more minutes under your belt. Martin Odegaard played whole 90 minutes against Brentford, and he finished a whole game after quite a long time. He looked very rusty and low in confidence as he started to get tired by mid of second half, kept looking to pass back or sideways and lost possession a lot of times, especially trying his signature should drop and spin. Martin has struggled since his shoulder injury and Arteta eased his comeback. I believe he needs to play a few upcoming games from the start so that he quickly gains his match fitness and momentum ahead of second half of the seasons.
This moment with Piero Hincapié is the satisfaction from Arsenal's first defensive duo for him as the game closes. From remote and dusty Ecuador to having his first season on the Premier League grass, Hincapié is slowly showing confidence, fire, guts, and unafraid to hit his true South American essence. The defender position is still highly competitive, but keep working hard and the opportunity will come. Regardless of which player comes on the field, the common goal of the team will always be to aim for victory and no one gets left behind. Former Arsenal winger Theo Walcott says Mikel Merino will play ahead of Victor Gyökeres. I think Merino, more trusted in the big games. I think he's a player that you know what you're going to get, you know exactly the kind of game he's going to face, and he's got so much more experience in these games. I think Gyökeres will be more of an impact player in the big games. He trusts him, Merino, a lot more, and I think it'll do Gyökeres a lot of good. He can learn a lot from what Merino does.